So Herbert Benson said a quiet environment, ideally, you should choose a quiet, calm environment with as few distractions as possible. A quiet room is suitable, as in a place of worship. The quiet environment contributes to the effectiveness of the repeated word, phrase, or breathing to make it easier to eliminate distracting thoughts. A mental device to shift the mind, which is what you're focusing on, from logical, external-oriented thought, there should be a constant stimulus, a sound, a word, a phrase, a breath, a repeated something to fixate your gaze upon. And since one of the major disciplines in this relaxation response is to relax your mind from its wandering, so the repetition of this breathing, the repetition of this mantra, this word, he doesn't call it a mantra, or phrase, will help you. Okay? So that's what we've done so far. Now, let's look at John Kabat-Zinn now. Meditation is the only intentional, systematic human activity which at the bottom is about not trying to improve yourself or get anywhere else, but simply to realize where you already are. Simply to realize where you already are. Okay? So mindfulness meditation is the observation of what is taking place here and now. And then, when the buzzer goes off, when this little alarm goes off, I want you to let go of focusing on your breathing. And we're going to do another 5 minutes of simply noticing what your experience is. Not that you're trying to have an experience, you're just noticing what comes up for you. It might be internal, it might be external, you might hear something. Because you can't stop, with your eyes closed, you can stop the visuals on the outside. Doesn't mean you won't see things inside, though, that come up from memory. Okay, also, you can't stop noises. There's people walking around in the next unit. Sometimes the furnace kicks in back there. You're going to hear coughs and you're going to hear rustling because that's just what it's all about. So you'll hear that kind of stuff, okay? Just observe it. So, we're going to do 5 minutes of breathing and just focusing in on your breathing. And then, when the bell goes off, we'll switch over into just letting go of the concentration of that and being aware of what's taking place here and now. Everybody ready? Okay. Awareness of the breath inward, fully, the transitional, breath outward, fully, and the transitional back to the inward. just let go of your focus on the breathing and just become aware. Observe. You are the observer of what comes into your frame of reference. Just notice what you notice. Observe whatever is there. You don't have to do anything about it, you just need to notice it. that like?
Peaceful.
It felt like I was floating there at the end.
Okay.
Wasn't funny.
All right.
For the second 5 minutes, I observed my thoughts. One, come and go, a lot of thoughts.
Mhm.
Sometimes it past memory, sometimes I try to plan for tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, and the nice thing about this kind of meditation is you really see how many thoughts you have. You become aware of what's taking place there, because often it just happens and we're not aware of it. We're not conscious of how much is happening in our mind. So this really helps you to become more aware and conscious of what's taking place as it passes by, the observer of it. Okay. This is being used in a lot of hospitals with people with pain. And Joan Kabat-Zinn has set up all kinds of training programs where people just notice their pain. I mean, pain that they can't get rid of, obviously, and they have to take medications for it, which sometimes works and sometimes doesn't work so well for people. So we started teaching them to just be aware of the area where the pain was, and to not identify with it so much as if they have been, or to label it, or to judge it, or just be aware of it. And people started realizing that they weren't the pain. It wasn't them. I mean, they had the ability to step back from it, and that actually reduced the amount of pain that they were experiencing. Obviously, it doesn't happen overnight. It takes, some practice sessions to do this.
Doing the mindful
Terry, I
meditation?
wanted to say,
I'm seeing on my organs working.
I'm so bad I just don't do this regularly, but when we were doing the last one, my knees and my ankles were just killing me.
The tightening and releasing one?
Sorry?
Tightening and releasing one?
No, just doing the mindfulness.
Mindfulness, yeah.
But remembering to focus on and just observe the pain.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how when you observe it and you don't label it, you don't judge it, you just see it and watch the ebb and flow of the pain, how it just seems to, it doesn't disappear, but it's not, you're not going, oh, I've got pain. You're just able to be with it.
Yes.
And you can, to start with, I thought, okay, I'm not going to get through the 5 minutes because it is aching so badly. But then the 5 minutes was over.
It's amazing what can happen in that 5 minutes when you're in that
Yeah.
mindset.
Yeah.
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 Wonderful.